Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's a Christian and Daniel Show.
Hello.
Hello.
My name's Christian, and I was just setting my Facebook to public, so everything shows, and I have to wait till it's streaming before I do it. Lord forbid. Lord forbid you could do it before. My name's Christian. This is Daniel, and this is our show called The Christian and Daniel Show. Daniel has nothing to say about it tonight.
I'd like to welcome everybody who's watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Thank you for joining us. Please share this on your page. For all of you watching us on YouTube, if you don't mind, scroll down, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll let you know every time there's a new show on the air. And it is Wednesday. Why do I keep turning this off? Wednesday, July 12th, 23. It's already July.
It's already mid-month.
Mid-month.
Mid-month, midsummer.
And it's hot.
Yeah, it is. I've had my house closed up all day. It started getting warm this morning, and I was like, okay, shut the house up, put the AC on.
I did not do that, but I have a little bit of a head cold, so I've been
You're
sweating.
probably feeling kind of warm either way.
But I'm glad that I had some cold medicine, so it's keeping me semi
Oh, okay.
good. But I made for lunch, which was so yummy. I had to work today. We only had 30 minutes for lunch, virtual. But I made a bowl of ramen.
It was just a virtual lunch?
Huh?
It was just a virtual lunch? You just imagined it?
Yes, I imagined it. I didn't really make it. I just threw it on my computer. But I did a bowl of ramen, just the cheap ramen. But I threw in half an onion, and because onion's good for you, and a whole jalapeno.
Wow.
And diced it all up, so it had some consistency in it, like something crunchy. And oh my god, it was so good! Like I need to start doing more of those. Were you able to change your privacy settings?
Yeah, I changed it to public. It has a little gear, or actually mine have a little lock, so I assume that's where because when I made it public, a globe appeared.
Yes. Which actually you're talking about, can it be any simpler? Today is actually National Simplicity Day. It's it's how to make things the simplest as possible.
Oh yeah.
What would be one thing that you would want to make simpler in your life?
Simpler in my life.
Yes. If you could simplify something, what would it be? I was going to say make dinner, but I actually enjoy making dinner. So not dinner. I like making dinner. So
I would say making, I have trouble with lunch. Breakfast, no problem. Dinner, no problem. But lunch is a real pain in the neck for me because I don't feel like making anything because it's the middle of the day, but I'm hungry. So I want something quick, but I never have anything quick. And then I do have things that are quick, but the things I have, I don't want. So crazy. I am surprised Charlie has not chimed in yet.
I know. Charlie usually our first. I hope he's okay. If I could make something simpler, I would make running this show, our shows, simpler. Like I wish there was a simpler way to make things work.
I also wish StreamYard. I hope StreamYard. I wish StreamYard would make this work on iOS, so I could just use my Safari.
So for everybody watching, if there was one thing you can make simpler in your life, because today is National Simplify Day, what would be one thing that you would want to make simpler? I think I would want to make pumping gas simpler. So I don't have to get out of the
How
car.
much more simple that could get, unless you just drive in and
Well, where is it? Isn't it like Seattle, no, Portland, that you can't pump your own gas?
well, yeah, it's everything is full service.
Yeah, people have to come out in the middle of the
Oh,
pole.
so that's what you mean. You just don't want to get out of the car. You want to just have full service.
That would make it simpler for me. I don't mean like general audience simpler. For me. So anyway, for those of you watching, if there's something that you would like to make simpler, what would it be? Let us know.
Hi, Crystal. Our first.
Hey, Crystal. Today, and I had one of these. So I was really excited. Today is actually I can't say it. It's a sketch. There you go.
Etch a sketch.
Yes, it's a sketch. Sketch.
The
Yes.
red TV thing.
Yes. So for those of you, I'm sure everybody knows what an etch
a sketch. Think of etche. Ache, a,
and yeah. So today, I didn't know it had its own day, but today is it's a sketch day. And you know they still sell them.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think anyone's buying them hardly, but you never know. Yeah, etch a sketch. Etch a sketch.
Just in case you're interested, they're $14 at Target.
Wow, that's kind of pricey.
Hey, Paul, we hadn't seen you in a while.
I know. Hi, Paul. And oh my goodness, you're watching us on a plane in Iceland. That's so cool. We're so international. And
you're going to Germany from Iceland?
You're going to Dusseldorf.
And then you go to Sicily. You poor thing. You have to travel so much.
Then Cantonese, Sicily.
Well, safe travels. Watch us as long as you can. Tell everybody on the plane that they need to be watching us while they're sitting there.
That they should listen.
But I had an sketch.
Etch.
Yes, that. I had one that I got at a garage sale, but it was broken, so half of the side wouldn't like do right.
Oh, jeez.
So you could only draw on half of the side. Until I can't remember who like bought me a new one. Like here, little poor Mexican boy.
We'll get you an etch a sketch.
We'll get you an it's a sketch. There you go.
Well, until you could say it, you can't have one.
Huh?
Hello, Laura.
Hey, Madre. How's it going? But do you remember there used to be? I got one for Christmas one year. There used to be a round one. It was a little platform and round, and you could make like little drawings.
Not a round one. Do you mean the ones that made the different designs, like a mandala almost?
Yes, kinda.
That wasn't etch a sketch though.
No, it wasn't. But
those were called spirographs.
There we go. Yes.
I had one. I loved it. I had all the different sizes and everything.
No, but there's one thing called Skadoodle.
Oh, okay. Oh, the one is that the one where you rotate it?
Yes.
Oh, hello, Michael. Hello, Laura. Yay.
I had a Skadoodle, which was like.
Is that the one with the paint and you just twirl it and it makes the splatter?
Here, let me just show you guys. Where is it? It was called Skadoodle, and I'm gonna just go home from work. Well, relax and enjoy the show. Hanging out with the kids. So happy I caught you guys. Yes. Welcome. I'm on time today. Yes, Michael, you're on time today. And for those of you haven't joined us, like right? Okay. So here is the.
You know, on okay. No, I have no idea what that is. I never saw it.
You never saw that Skadoodle?
That's crazy. Weird.
So this one, and it had little things that you would put here.
So it could draw a specific.
Yeah, it had like little triangles and see these little things on the side. Those you would pull those out and put those in that little square, and then you would draw, and it would draw, and it was just like an Etch-a-Sketch. You could shake it, and it would like
Go away magically.
yeah, it was so cool. But then after a while, it got like marked and you
Boring.
couldn't use it anymore. So anyway, those were my toys of my childhood. You had a rock.
Mhm.
Oh, Michael, did your rock have a name? That's my next question.
Well, in the late 70s, there's a guy who had a rock and he put googly eyes on it and suddenly became a multimillionaire.
The rocks were famous in the 70s.
Yeah, pet rock. People would pay all this money for something they could literally make for a couple cents on their own with any rock from their yard.
Pet rock.
That was a freaking genius.
You know,
All
you can
you
still
do
get a
is hit
pet
the market,
rock.
make your millions, and then leave and disappear forever.
You could get a vintage pet rock.
Why? I
Sure.
can make you one.
Huh?
I'll make you one and throw it in a box.
Here.
Yeah, you could get them on eBay. An outrageous amount of money
$57 for an original pet
for
rock.
a rock.
Pet rock. I'll take you to the river and get you.
You know, yeah, I could take you to any river and we'll get you a rock that's just as nice. Or
So,
$0.
what was y'all's favorite toy? I know we talked about this before, but one of my favorite toys was the Light Bright.
Yeah,
That was one of my favorite. But
I
didn't
love the Light Bright. I would love the Light Bright. I had all the little patterns that you could put on, and that was so much fun. That was one of my favorite things next to the spirograph.
But I always wanted. I went because remember they used to sell the packs. You could buy additional packs. I like to buy the ones that were just black that didn't have anything on them because I wanted to do my own thing. Of course, I did. Like I wanted to use my own imagination. Another celebration today. Today is National Jello Day.
Ooh, I like Jello. I'm getting Jello just a little bit.
I like Jello,
I do too.
but I like the Jello.
Not Jello with fruit in it.
That's what I like.
I know because you're Mexican.
So my favorite chocolate toy. I still have my Kermit the Frog. My sister Nancy's not on here, but I still have my Kermit the Frog that I had that she gave me for Christmas when I was 5 years old. He's missing an eye, so I'm looking for somebody who can fix toys to fix his eye. But I have Kermit the Frog. He is now 47 years old. Yeah, 47 years old.
I have the teddy bear that I got when I was adopted. So he is 53 years old. Perhaps even older, depending on when he was actually made. It's not my favorite toy, though. That's for sure. It's just the oldest toy. It's the only old toy I have. I don't think I have any old toys from my childhood because my parents' house burnt down. All the childhood stuff got burnt up.
Well, I have your. I think we talked about this on another episode. I have your toy elephant.
Oh yes, the little elephant that I used to love when I was like literally an infant.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's in there.
And it's
But we're
pretty
talking,
unique. It's not something to find anymore.
but we're talking about Jello. I do like Jello. I like lime Jello with fruit in it. I like cherry Jello with bananas in it. I don't like plain Jello. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I like plain grape Jello, plain strawberry Jello. My favorite is plain orange Jello. And
Little Cool Whip on top.
no, I don't like the dairy with it either. It tastes weird to me. I never liked it. I just like straight up Jello.
Kind of
My
weird.
mom used to make in these cute little cups, the glass bowls that she had, and they had like a little. They're really kind of fancy, but they're just clear glass with lines. Something very similar. I'm sure they're collectibles. I'm sure they would have been collectibles if we had kept them. Maybe
I've always
I
wanted.
have them in a box.
Yeah, I've always wanted to make the Jello, the striped Jello cups
Oh yeah, my mom once tried to put grapes in there because I love grapes, but I don't like grapes with Jello. In Jello, that's just gross.
I still have Alvin and Dawn from the Chipmunks. I took with me to Ohio because, aw, that's so cute. How long have you had them, Alvin? Is it like I'm sure it's the original Alvins and the Chipmunks. My mom and my sister used to make in Mexico. Used to make a lot of Jello because it was cheap and we could just eat it after school. I have arrived. You can settle down now. We were anticipating the show was on Pins and Needles.
Yes, we were just had nothing to talk about. So glad you.
So yeah. So now that you're here, we can talk about simplifying our lives. Do you like Jello, Gabe? And do you have any childhood toys?
Oh, second birthday.
Oh, second birthday gift. And you're what, 27 now? Something like that? That's awesome. I don't know that I have anything else from my childhood.
I remember going to 7-Eleven, which was right up the street and around the corner from my parents' house. Ride your bike there. And
pudding?
to wrestle in.
we can wrestle in pudding.
And I used to get the candy cigarettes that you'd blow and a little powdered sugar would come out, so you felt like you were smoking. I used to get those. That's like the nastiest, hardest, non-delicious gum.
It was a horrible gum.
It was so bad.
They're banned now. You can't. I mean.
Oh yeah, you can't do that now. You don't want to teach kids how to smoke since most of them do anyway. I mean, now they learn it from TV. They don't need to pantomime anyone or pretend with gum. And what's funny is I never smoked. I grew up with that stuff and had no effect on me. I had no desire. It never.
Pardon me.
I think all this ridiculous. Oh, if you give them that, they're going to smoke, and it's like such BS. They won't. If the kid's parents smoke, that's what's more likely to get a kid to smoke, is they watch their parents smoke, so they smoke.
Oh, did I say 34? I thought you were. Never mind. No, we don't want to teach kids how to smoke. They're too busy drinking vodka.
Candy vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have vodkas in every kid flavor you can imagine. And they're actually, I hate to say it, but they actually taste like the flavors they say. Like I tried a marshmallow vodka, and it was pretty amazing. Yes, that's the one. I used to get the red one that looked like a Pall Mall.
The Kings?
Yeah, the Kings. And it used to remind me of the Pall Mall boxes because they used to be red.
Yeah.
I remember all that. It's just the worst gum, though, ever. And I remember the cigars. My uncle in Oroville would get me, when we go to the dime store, he'd get me a bubblegum cigar because he smokes cigars. And again, I never smoked cigars. Look at that. Look at those old packs. Winston, my Aunt Jane, her entire life, well, until the late life, smoked Lucky Strikes. I would see that box. I'd recognize that box anywhere.
My mom smokes Pall Mall.
Yeah, and
so did my dad. And I smoked
Vanessa is hardcore Marlboro 100s.
I smoked Marlboro for a long time.
But yeah, Lucky Strike was my Aunt Jane. I'll never forget that. You'd see those Lucky Strike boxes everywhere.
Candy cigs, yeah. I also remember used to like the blue gum.
The blue one was the tastier group.
I used to get the little. They looked like little soda bottles, but they were made out of wax.
Oh God!
You the laptop and you drank them, which there was nothing in there really. There was like couple
Not
of
even
drops.
a drop. It's like a drop. Yeah, like barely.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Even though you look at it and it looks like there's more in there than a drop, but there was. I remember those. And they used to say, "Oh, you can eat the wax. Are you out of your mind?"
I would chew it.
I would chew it like gum,
but I would eat it.
I wouldn't swallow it. It's wax. It's
that's one thing I like about the store. There's that store here.
Hi, Charlie.
What's the store? Baron, the candy store here.
I don't know. Baron. Oh, Candy Baron.
Candy Baron here in Laguna.
Oh, yeah, they have all that stuff.
Lucas Salt. I still have Lucas. I have Lucas Salt here. I like it in my water sometimes. Remember when I used to get the candy and the T-shirts, the little packets of salt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can put that on like fruit, but I like it in my water to just give it some taste.
Oh, okay.
But I was just thinking about something and I totally forgot. Just had an MRI. Wish me luck on the results. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you think you'll go? When? It is now tajin. Yeah. But in Mexico, they still use
The little
salt packets. Yeah, we have those. Now I want Jello.
I know. I know. I love Jello. I'm getting Jello in my grocery order that's gonna be here shortly. Which I'll apologize in advance, folks. I'll probably go off camera for just a little bit to get the refrigerated stuff in the fridge and freezer. And then I'll leave the rest out for later after the show. I apologize. I figured it would come at the later end.
I'm looking for. Oh, here they are. For those of you that may not know what we're talking about.
What?
The
And Charlie, we will send you some love and light for a good MRI result. Oh, there you go. See, they look like they have a lot in them. Like you think it's like a sip. It's like not even a drop. Yet somehow it looked like they're full.
And you can get 50 for $9.99 at
Wow.
Oriental Trading. I like Oriental Trading.
Oh, that's funny.
These I was never a fan of. These I never liked. I never understood.
It's just sugar. I mean, it didn't even have a flavor. Like if it was flavored like the color, I would have been wow. But it was just food color on rocks sugar.
Oh, that's right. Did y'all miss 7-Eleven? I was home. That was yesterday.
Did they give away free Slurpees yesterday?
Yes. So on 7-Eleven, they give out free Slurpees. Remember several years ago, I did the Slurpee promotion. They gave me a Slurpee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was leading up to 7-Eleven's anniversary.
I should have gone over there yesterday. I love Slurpees.
Yes. My left arm hurts from the IV needle. I did feel a bit nauseous toward the end of the procedure, but otherwise I'm okay. Good to know that. Keep us.
No, I had a bad IV RN trying to poke me the last time I had to have one, and I know how much that can hurt. My arm hurt for like a couple days. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I know, Charlie, but I know it's all for a good thing and good results.
Well, interesting that Charlie came in just now. I was about to mention, I am headed to Houston next month for the, what's it called?
For the conference on...
Oh, the United Ostomy Association of America conference.
Oh, I didn't know that confirms you.
Yeah. So UOAA, it's the United Ostomy Association of America. So I had, what is it? I like the tamarindo candy, the one that looks.
I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. I have some of those here too.
Yep.
Every once in a while, I like to just sit on the couch to relax and just like eat the candy. It's relaxing. I used to buy the little jarritos too. Just little.
Oh, I've never had. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Those are good.
Yeah.
And what's the fizzy ones? The little fizzy hard candies are fizzy inside.
The orange ones?
Yeah. Oh, those are so good.
Yeah, those are good. I think I have some of those here too. But so I had applied for a scholarship to the United Ostomy Association of America conference. And I sent in a very, very good essay letter, I say. It was heartfelt. Bring you back some smoked brisket to Houston. Oh, I didn't even get it when I went. I was just there last week. I didn't get any brisket. But I given up. I was like, whatever. Y'all don't deserve me. I'm not. Well, then they called me yesterday to say that apparently some more money showed up and I got a $600 scholarship to go. So I'm going to Houston, and it's not official, so don't tell anybody. But I just resubmitted. My abstract to the U.S. Conference on HIV and AIDS in Spanish.
Of course, you said in a good essay. A good essay.
Get a maybe snort. That was good.
Yeah, that's it.
That's good. But yes, I was offered an opportunity to resubmit my abstract
Uh-oh.
to the U.S. Conference on HIV and AIDS in D.C. this year in Spanish, which is which I'm excited about because I'd already given up on that until next year. But it's gonna happen. So
It is.
hopefully. What else is today? One of my favorite pies, not cake, because we talked about my cake. Who's frozen?
You did. You froze for a couple seconds.
Oh, I already heard the snort.
Yeah.
So today is actually, and I had 2 pieces in Houston that I did have. Today is National Pecan Pie Day.
Oh yes, you love your pecan pie.
I do love some pecan pie.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm. I don't know if I have a favorite pie. I think one of my favorites is like the chocolate silk or a chocolate mousse pie. I love those. I like
So
them.
do y'all have a favorite pie? Not a cake, a pie.
Not a cake, so you can't say Boston cream pie because Boston cream pie is a cake, not a pie.
Cake, it's not a pie.
Not a
But
pie.
that is my favorite cake. Pie a la mode. But what kind of pie?
What kind of pie would you like with the a la mode?
Apparently we turn into Southern gentlemen.
Yeah.
We were talking about pie.
What type of pie do you want with your a la mode?
A la mode. Come on in, Michael. Have some pie.
Get back at us with your answer.
I swear it's the cold medicine that's
Oh, it has to be.
making me a little loopy. Not loopy, a little loopy.
A little loopy. I'm a little loopy.
But yes, I went to, so we,
I was like fetching my laundry.
pumpkin apple, chocolate cream, M&M.
Oh, yum.
Aren't you a little greedy?
I love it.
All the pie for you. All the
I
pie.
love all the pies. I love all the pie. All pie good.
But I was gonna say I was with my niece Pamela, my cousin's daughter in Houston, and we hung out for a whole day at the hotel. I went to go check in, and we asked about favorite, like a good dessert place, and she recommended House of Pies, which I've been to a lot when I lived in Houston.
Oh yeah.
But she, there's one here in LA too. But she recommended the lady at the front desk, Stacy, I believe, recommended this place called Proud Pie. Proud Pie. So we go to Proud Pie, and they had dark chocolate pecan pie and regular pecan pie. So I had the regular pecan pie, and we were really, you know me, chit-chatting with the people at the front desk and talking. So they had this thing where when they cut the pies, if there's a piece that's too small or cuts ugly, they call it ugly pies, and they give those away. So they came over to the table and they gave me a what is it? A lemon
meringue?
Yeah. And
or a lemon chiffon.
Yeah, and a pecan pie. And I was like, whoa. So the lady at the front desk, I had asked her, like, do you want anything before we come back? She was like, no, I'm fine, thank you. So when they gave us 2 pieces of pie, I gave her the lemon pie, and I ate the pecan pie. It was so delicious. I put for a la mode. I like some pumpkin strawberry pizza, chicken pie. Oh, you're going for pizza pie and chicken pot pie, Michael.
If you guys can excuse me for a moment, I will be right back.
Pecan Supreme bars will blow your mind. I don't know that I've ever had pecan Supreme bars. How do you know? Do you have a recipe? Do you know how to make? Do you make them? Do you make them? Did we see this one already? Yes, we saw that one already. Right now, a good piece of pie sounds really good. While Christian is getting his groceries, what else can I tell you? Sorry, I'm a little out of it because I have a little bit of a head cold and I took some cold medicine. I think it's making me a little loopy right now. But I'm getting to Houston. I'm going to be in Chicago next week. And for those of you that watch television, if you watch TV and you've seen a show called Ghost, not the British version, the US version. There's a show called Ghost on CBS. You can catch it on. I prefer my medicine warm. Medicine. I also like strawberry pie and cherry pie. You know what other pie I like? Rhubarb pie from Knott's Berry Farm. But I only like it there, rhubarb pie. But I'm working Comic-Con. I'm going to Comic-Con this year. I haven't done a promotion at Comic-Con in years. And I got hired to do one of the characters from Ghost. Let me show you the guy. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh my God, the poor thing couldn't. It's all trafficy and crazy. She parked and someone honked at her, and she had to move.
Oh no!
She's just a little thing. Oh well.
Oh well. Maybe she needs some pie.
Need some pie.
So I'm telling them about working Comic-Con this year.
Yes.
So I'm going to be working Comic-Con, and I get to dress up as Trevor from the show Ghost. So if you watch TV, you'll recognize this guy. But this is going to be me at Comic-Con. They're giving us a jacket, a tie, the shirt, socks, and we have to bring our own shoes. So it's going to be interesting. But we're going to walk around San Diego near Comic-Con with no pants on. So that'll be interesting. I mean, it's not the first time I walked the streets with no pants on, but Ghost is a good band too. I've never heard of the band Ghost. And Ghost is a good movie too. Yes, I watched the movie. There was a ma and pa shop in Ohio that would make pie milkshakes. Ooh, this is the pie ice cream and blended up real good. The pumpkin pie shake were delicious. That sounds really good. It's like a smoothie thing. So, but yes, if you don't watch the show Ghost, excuse me, check it out. It's a very good show. I'm hoping Christian comes back soon. What else can we talk about? Oh, hello, Nancy. I was just texting you.
I'll be back soon.
Today is also New Conversation Day. And what that is you get to celebrate having new conversations with people. You get to have conversations with people. What is it? This will be the third time I've said this to your Daniel Pecan Supreme Bars will play around. But I haven't made them, so send me some. Like, hello. I miss we're in Comic-Con. Good times. Yes, the last Comic-Con that I did was for The Living Dead, but not the original show, like the spinoff that they did. I worked Comic-Con. I managed it was like a haunted house thing where you would walk in and zombies would come out and chase you. It was pretty good. And then I worked Cosmos before that. I can't remember the one before that, but I've worked a couple of Comic-Cons. But this time I get to be part of the Ghost. And the cool thing is I already have the hair for it because that's the hair that they want. That'll be fun. But New Conversation Day. Today is New Conversation Day. Is it easy for y'all to start conversations with people you don't know? I don't know why Christian didn't mute himself. There we go. You prefer Comic-Con because I abide by the law. Yes, I'm sure you do. I did do Comic-Con in Phoenix. We did it 2 years with the podcast when I first started with the podcast. And then I did the LA Comic-Con when Mr. Moyers was still alive. And my last one was for Conan O'Brien Pop-Up. Oh, okay. I like Comic-Con because when I used to work promotions a lot, it was always a great place to see like friends that you haven't seen in a while. Because because almost every brand ambassador in the Southern California area is working there. For those of you who don't know the brand ambassadors, that's people who promote stuff, brands for other companies. Like, for instance, I used to do promotions for Microsoft, for the Surface tablets. Trojan Condoms was one of my clients. Staples Stores was one of my clients. So, and that's how I met Michael, actually. Michael and I met when he was the B for, what is it, Buzzy B? Is that his name, Michael? There we go. This was yes, for General Mills. I'm a brand ambassador for Magnum condoms. Do you make animal balloons out of those? Busby, yeah, that's it, Busby. So Michael was the mascot, and that's how I met him. I was working that event, handing out cereal and stuff, and Michael was in the costume, and that's how we met. Yeah, for the Bog Tops education campaign. That was a while ago, though. So, what is Chris's back? Oh, okay, he muted himself. But we got to work those together, and I used to be talking about mascots. I was Tony the Tiger several times. I was Tony the Tiger, and I got to throw the first ball at a Dodgers game dressed as Tony the Tiger. And no, I did not make it across. I did not make it all the way to home base. Was that really 10 years ago? Have I known you for 10? Wow, that's really great. But I was Tony the Tiger. In fact, I still have the baseball that I threw. They let you keep it when you throw the ball. I was Toucan. I've been the Goldfish. I think I was one of the I can't remember which one, but I was one of the Crack Snapple Pop. I was one of the three, but I can't remember which one because I was only here for a day. I was also the Christmas 2020 or 2021. I was the Grinch. I was the Grinch. How's the Goldfish? The one you can remember. Yes, and true story. While Christian comes back, I was a Goldfish, and I was at the Staples Center, and there was a huge event going on, and they had a basketball player who was a spokesperson for Goldfish at that time, and he came over, and I was going, he came over and hugged the Goldfish. And what it does, it's this big balloon, and there's this little battery that's just clipped on so that the little generator thing can blow, or the air can fill it up. So he comes and hugs me, and when he hugs me, he messes with the battery. And all of a sudden, I'm in the middle of this basketball court with like hundreds of kids, and Goldfish is deflating right in the middle. And my wrangler is trying to get me through. The wrangler is a person that walks you because you can't really see a whole lot. She's trying to break me through the crowd because now there's some kids screaming that Goldfish is dying. So I'm trying to walk, and you can't walk much as it is with it on, but it's deflating, and I'm trying to keep it up and trying to clip the battery back. And now the basketball player is freaking out because he realizes what he did. So they pull me to the side. I plug it back in, and then I get to make it back up. But oh my God, it was like, Taiwan Bear was supposed to throw first pitch at an Angels game. Oh, did you do Taiwan Bear? I really enjoyed it. I don't know what Taiwan Bear is.
Sounds like a bear from Taiwan.
Ah,
Is he really hairy? Anyway.
oh, okay, I see.
If Emery were here, he'd get it.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay, so this is supposed to be Taiwan Bear because I want to be able to see. I did it for 4 years. Oh, you did. So this is Taiwan Bear. My brain wants to say Taiwan on bear. So that's the bear. Oh, I did do another one. My friend who wrote a children's book had a recreation of the girl in the book, and I was a mascot for that. So when I go to Staples Center's address, it's two separate. Okay, you're so funny today. Anyway, are you ready?
Sure. Well, the movie 65 has Adam Driver as the star, the helm of the ship. It's a sci-fi movie about humans, or I guess they're not human. I guess these are aliens from a different planetary system. But they obviously are way more advanced than us. And he's transporting people in cryopods to a colony planet, and they get hit by asteroids. And he ends up crash landing on some little unknown world that had breathable air, drinkable water, but was occupied by a different type of beings than it is today. It was 65 million years ago when they crash landed on the planet Earth. So it was during the prehistoric period when dinosaurs ruled the planet. And this is a super interesting movie. It's sci-fi, but it's very dramatic. Like it really fascinated me and really made me think. Like, that's very interesting. So definitely worth a watch. It's on Netflix, and it is called 65 with Adam Driver.
Cool. My pick of the week is a show called Sex Life, and it is oh shit, I just had it up on, there we go. It's one of my favorite actors. She's done a lot of stuff. Her name is Sarah Shahi, and she plays the wife. The story starts where she was kind of a crazy young woman, and she meets this British guy, and she falls in love. And then it follows her through like the years up until she gets married. She marries this other guy, and all of a sudden she's having not really a midlife crisis, but I would say it's kind of like the 7-year itch. You know, she's married, she has a couple of kids, she lives a nice suburban life, and all of a sudden she misses her crazy days. So the story follows her. It's only, I believe it's only like 8 or 10 episodes, but it follows her life. I corrected. It's on season 2. So there's like 14 episodes total right now. But go check it out. It's if you like it's a lot of sex, I'll give you that. There's a lot of sex. There's a lot of like thinking about her life and where she's going. So if you're in that stage of your life, you're definitely gonna like it. Christian has left the building, so I will keep him till he comes back. Taiwanese tour bureau was my client. Oh, okay, that's awesome, Michael. 65 was okay, and then the ending was terrible, though. You didn't like the ending? What about the ending, Christian? Well, you don't tell us, but is it a good ending?
It's an American ending, typical. Everyone makes it. Let's just put it that way. Very typical. Americans don't like realistic, real life endings. Like, I love European films because they tend to be real. Like, sometimes the protagonists die. Sometimes the protagonists lose, no matter how hard they try. And that's real life. And we Americans like our little happy endings, and this movie had a happy ending. And yeah, I get you, Gabe. I can agree with you on that.
Is it kind of like
very sweet for me?
Remember that Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lewis, not Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer, what's her name? I don't like her. Blonde chick.
Jennifer
Hunger Games.
from Hunger Games.
Yeah, they did that space movie. Is it kind of like that?
Oh, Passengers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kinda.
Yeah, Passengers is a horrible movie.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're just like, yeah. Flaming Hot. Yeah, Daniel was gonna watch that the other day.
I want to watch it. I just haven't had the time to like really focus on it. Yeah, no, I auditioned for that movie.
Yeah, that's where his big connection actually is with it.
I auditioned for that movie.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Lauren, she's got a great boobs and she loves them to show them to everybody. I don't like her because she's just everything about her just screams rude, just unpleasant. I feel like she wakes up and finds things to be just unpleasant about. Like, what can I possibly be unpleasant today? Like,
okay. Welcome to the new day. How can I be miserable today?
yeah, like what can I possibly do to make my day more miserable? Yeah, she's really the Alyssa Milano of this house. Yeah. I mean, I used to love Alyssa Milano. I used to love her when she was growing up and everything she did until I started like reading like how like she goes out of her way just to like do some stupid stuff. I had 3 missed opportunities to meet Richard.
Oh,
the real Richard?
Montanez. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Richard Montanez.
The real guy?
I have no idea who you guys are talking about.
Well, he says the real guy. I'm asking if he's talking about Richard, the guy in the movie.
He said, "Yo."
Yeah, okay, not the actor, the guy, because I know the actor, but
Okay.
yeah.
No tengo menor idea.
You know the actor that plays him, Jesse Garcia. We've talked about Jesse. I've auditioned for several things that he's gotten. Let me show a picture of him. We got some time. Oh, no, stop. That's not what I wanted. Oh, there he is.
¿Dónde?
There's a better picture. That's Jesse Garcia. But yeah, I auditioned for that part. So there you go. A bit of trivia.
You know, it's always tough to watch these movies that I know Daniel's auditioned for or TV shows. I know the characters he auditioned for, and I'm like, he could have done better.
I met Jesse Garcia on a pilot shoot. It never aired. It never went anywhere. But we were, hold back the comments. I played a day laborer on that show. And Rainn Wilson was one of the other main characters in the show. And Rainn Wilson pulls up in a Hummer to pick up some day laborers to do some work. And Jesse Garcia, and I can't remember the other guy right now, but they get picked up to go do the job. But I climbed up on the Hummer on the step. So I was looking at Rainn Wilson directly, and he looked at me and he was like, "Well, how much for you?" And I was like, and I giggled or something. And he was like, that's cute. I don't know if they ever left it or not, but he's like, keep doing that and keep flirting with me. I'm like, okay, cool. And then like a year or two later, I was doing some house party, children's party events with a former friend of mine. And he was telling me, he would never tell me who the celebrities were. He did a lot of celebrity parties. And we show up to Rainn Wilson's house. And he would always give us the same spiel before we walked in. Don't talk to them. Don't say anything. Just let me handle everything, which I was never really impressed with any of the celebrities. So I was like, okay, whatever. So we walk in and Rainn Wilson comes out of his house. And I'm like, oh, like I know him. Like I know. But I'm like, he's not going to remember me. And he looked over at me and goes, wait a minute. I know you. How do I know you? And I'm like, oh, we did that pilot together. And I'm like, I can't remember. I said, in the Hummer? And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, You flirted with me. I'm like, only because they were paying me. And we started laughing. So my friend was all pissed off because he talked to me more than him. So anyway, that's my connection to Rainn Wilson. What are your thoughts regarding the controversy of Lemon Hot?
What
Be
is
more
the
specific.
controversy?
Be more specific on what do you mean? Because I
Is it
know
the controversy of the actual story itself? Like, or are you talking, or is there some other controversy with the making of the film? Because it was
Yeah.
directed by Eva Longoria, right?
yeah. So
So that's already problematic in itself. She
some other controversy on it is one of the things is that Eva Longoria, first time director, and they're kind of accusing her of it kind of flopping. It hasn't really flopped. It just hasn't gotten
hasn't gotten up as much as they
yeah.
expected.
Second, they're saying that it's based on a true story and that they actually created a lot of the scenarios. I would not doubt it because it's kind of like a comedy. It's not really like a serious movie.
It's not a documentary.
Yeah.
It
so
is.
I'm going to assume
they always have that disclaimer like things have been adjusted to, enhance drama.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's a movie. It's not a documentary. So yeah, they have to have some entertainment in it. Otherwise, no one would go see it.
Now, my only controversy is they should have gotten an unknown actor to play the lead part. That's just my controversy. But I'm trying to look for the audition. I'm going to find the audition that I sent in, and I'll post it somewhere. But I can't find it. I think it's in a separate hard drive that I have, and I can't remember where I put it. Which is weird.
And I would imagine with this movie, it's already opening with, a huge controversy with Fritos. Is it Frito-Lay or what company? It was whoever makes Cheetos.
Yeah.
Like it was a huge, I'm sure they didn't want this movie made. I'm sure they didn't want this story to be ever really be made really widely known. And so it's one of those things because literally their company tried to steal this man's idea because they thought, he's not, we could just roll him over. He's not, it was a racial thing.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean,
I just got to break it down.
Do I say that I should have gotten it? I think I would have done a good job with it. I think I would have done it. My audition tape was pretty good. It was pretty good. I mean, but I can see where being a first time director, they wanted to get somebody known, and Jesse Garcia is pretty known. Hey, San Antonio. Hi, Micah. Good to hear from you.
Hi, Micah.
Some are saying that Richard Montez claimed that he meant it. I'm just, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That some of the claims about it are, they're saying it's not true. It's based on a myth, but the little kid that plays his son, the little boy, he was TikTok famous. That's how. I think
that's how he got the part.
Yeah, he's on there. Side story: his dad, who was his sidekick on TikTok, passed away recently from cancer complications. So I'm excited for the kid because he got his first role on a big movie. He's from the trailers and the clips that I've seen, he's the funniest thing about the movie. So that's so good for him. Like, maybe also the show Primos. If you're watching Primos on Netflix, I have not watched it on a protest. I also auditioned for that, so I could have done the part justice. Yes, Michael, we could compete against each other. So there you go. We're down to the last 4 minutes. Let me remind you guys. We've got Grumpy Bunny books. I gotta sell some books, folks. Gotta make some money. So if you're interested in a Grumpy Bunny and the Colors game, o Conejito Gruñón y el Juego de Colores, all you gotta do is go to my website. It's that easy. Go to the website, and it connects you directly to make your purchase. I will sign them, and postage is included. My co-host on Fridays, Wayne on Zodiacs, he's working at Awakenings. If you like a reading from him, he's more into tarot and astrology. Check him out. You can go to Awakenings there in Laguna Hills or call him for an appointment at 949-457-0797. And you can find him on Instagram at RWKII, or 11 because it's II because he's the second. Also, if you're looking for some transpersonal coaching, the alignment, I'm open. I have openings for a couple of new clients. We've got a 1-day session and an 8-day session. So if you're interested in getting some coaching, email me at DanielGGarza@LittleMexicanProductions.com for more information and pricing. And for those of you, I'm just going to show it again because it was really cool. We had Toni Morrison on the show, who is the new executive director of communications for GLAAD. And he was on the show last week on Saturday, put it together. Great interview. It was just a great interview.
I thought,
But now,
I thought it was VP, not executive director. I don't know.
But he's with GLAAD. So we need your help. Please let GLAAD know that we're here. We want to be included in their directory of LGBTQ plus entertainment. So please, if you post pictures or hashtag or comment or share this, hashtag or tag them so they can know that we're here. We want them to know that we're here. My goal is for us to have a GLAAD award. But we need your help to do that. Anything else before we go?
No, I think it's been a rousing hour of conversation and fun.
Because today is New Conversation Day. So
New Conversation Day.
Yes. So go and make a new conversation with somebody. One of my favorite things to do on my birthday is, I'm part of Lunch Club, is to meet somebody on Lunch Club that I've never met and meet somebody new. I did that on my AA birthday too. So go meet somebody new, make friends. We got 3 minutes. Yes, well, I'm coming to Houston. We're not coming to Austin either this year. I would love to talk to you, Micah, about coming to San Antonio and doing some projects, doing some workshops with your organization. So let's talk about that. That would be really cool. What else are we doing? Oh, we're going to go see Rent on Saturday. It's kind of cool.
Yes.
You don't have to go. Don't be sorry.
We'll see Rent.
Don't be smart because you don't have to go. Just so you know. Yes, I will call you. I'll give you a shout out this week. Adulting question. Applied for another job that would be 2.5 more pay. Should I take the new job and stick with my current that is union with other benefits? Ooh.
Yes.
Which one? Stay with the new job or go for the
No.
go for the new job or stay with the job you have?
Or stick with my current as union with other benefits. Well, you got to weigh the benefits. Will the 2 times more pay be enough to cover medical expenses, dental expenses, vision expenses, if you need any of those things in the not so distant future or even in the present? Will it cover all the medications that you may or may not have? You're still pretty young, so you may not have a lot of medications yet, but you got to think to the future. Will this job pay? Is that 2 times more pay enough to cover all of those things? And those are just the basics, besides rent or mortgage and everything else. So you just got to kind of really do the balancing act. Like, is this really going to pay me enough? Because I know with your other job, because you're in a union, you have excellent benefits. And also, will this job that's paying 2 times more still be paying into your retirement plan?
Yeah, there you go. Long-term and short-term benefits.
Yeah, will it still be?
Yeah.
There? Because I'll put it this way, I could not take a job that didn't have any, that, like, most of my life, I couldn't take a job that didn't have benefits. And I was offered jobs in the similar vein where they were making a lot more money, but they weren't giving me any benefits. And it's just not worth it. I'll tell you, it's worth it to stay at the little bit lower paying job that has all those benefits. Because those benefits, when you don't have them covered, they add up really quick to big bills and big numbers.
Yep.
Like just an X-ray could be over $1,500. An MRI, that's $3,000 or more.
Yep.
For just one scan. If they do multiple scans, you're paying like 15, 20 grand for MRIs. So it's just important to really go, do I really believe I'm not going to get sick enough or need any type of hospitalization or anything if I don't have these benefits? And will this job pay me enough to afford those needs.
There you go, Michael. And if anybody has any more comments on that, post them in the chat and we will get them to Michael. Make sure he sees them. Anyway, folks, have a great week. We will see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.